There's a ton of car advice out there, but the truth is that most of it is just plain wrong. You've probably heard some of these claims. Premium gas magically enhances your car's performance, or that you should let your engine warm up for 10 minutes in the winter. While some myths are harmless, others can really hit your wallet and damage your vehicle. The crazy part? Many people still believe these outdated ideas. So, before you find yourself regretting following bad advice, stick with me. We're about to uncover 21 car myths that continue to mislead drivers. Let's dive in. Myth number 21. Changing your transmission fluid will ruin the transmission. Seriously? Transmission fluid wears out just like any other fluid in your vehicle, and it needs regular maintenance. Neglecting to change it not only risks poor transmission performance, but also can lead to overheating or even total transmission failure over time. Automakers now recommend specific intervals for fluid changes based on the driving conditions and model, so it's essential to stay informed and proactive for the longevity of your vehicle. If you overlook this tip, you could end up shelling out thousands for transmission repairs down the line. Don't become that person caught off guard by expensive mistakes. Let's be smart about this. Stick to the facts and keep your budget intact. Don't let these myths dictate how you take care of your car. You deserve to do better. Here's the reality. You could be looking at a bill ranging from $2,000 to $4,000 just for a transmission rebuild or replacement. Yes, that's a serious hit to your wallet. Let's break it down. Your transmission fluid operates at temperatures between 75 degrees C and 90 degrees C. The higher the temperature, the quicker the fluid deteriorates. For every 10 degrees C over 70 degrees C, the fluid oxidizes twice as fast. When that happens, it turns into varnish and acid, which can harm your clutch surfaces and sensors, leading to major damage over time. Routine checks and regular maintenance are essential for prolonging the life of your transmission. Consider scheduling a professional inspection at least once a year to catch any potential issues before they escalate. Now listen closely. One of the primary signs that something's off is the color of your fluid. It should be a vibrant reddish hue. If it turns dark or black, congratulations. You've entered overdue territory. Your driving habits influence this too. If you mainly take short trips or drive on flat roads, you might change it around 70,000 miles. But if you're facing heavy traffic or climbing hills, look to change that fluid every 40,000 to 50,000 miles. Seriously, don't dismiss this. Now let's tackle myth number 20, the notorious 3,000-mile oil change rule. That guideline is as outdated as those plaid suits hanging in your grandpa's closet. It originated back in the mid-20th century when engines were less reliable and motor oils were basic. But here's the good news. Technology has come a long way. Today's synthetic oils last longer, resist breakdown more effectively, and protect against heat and dirt like a pro. Engines have also improved. They're cleaner, better sealed, and operate more smoothly than ever before. Many manufacturers now incorporate advanced engine management systems that can notify you when it's time for service based on your driving habits. So, how often should you really change your oil? Simple. Consult your owner's manual. Most modern vehicles suggest changing the oil every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, with some models even recommending up to 10,000 miles or more if you're using full synthetic oil. And let's not forget myth number 19. You should use thicker oil in high-mileage engines. Sure, older engines could handle heavier oil, but that's old news. Today's engines are engineered for precision. They require the correct oil viscosity to function properly. If it's too thick, you could cause issues in critical systems like variable valve timing. Do you want to risk your engine's performance tanking and facing high repair bills? Absolutely not. Modern engines have narrower oil pathways, and thicker oil has a tough time flowing, especially in colder temperatures. Without the right lubrication, you're inviting early wear, and essential components such as the valve train may fail unexpectedly. If your engine is consuming oil without any leaks, skip the thicker oil. Instead, go for a high-mileage synthetic oil. It's slightly thicker and packed with additives to help reduce oil burn. And let's tackle a persistent myth. The idea that using your cell phone while refueling can ignite an explosion. It's been a popular belief, but extensive testing shows it's completely unfounded. Even the Mythbusters found no truth to it. The fear came from the idea that a cell phone's radio signal could spark fuel vapors. But think about it. If fuel vapors were that reactive, every vehicle engine would have exploded by now. So what really causes fires at gas stations? You guessed it, static electricity. Once you pull that nozzle away, a static discharge can ignite the vapors. This isn't just a theory, it's been documented. The simple solution? Just touch a metal part of your car before you grab that nozzle. Easy, right? And let's set the record straight on another common misconception. Inflating your tires to the pressure listed on the sidewall? Big mistake. That number indicates the maximum pressure your tire can handle, not the ideal pressure for your specific vehicle. Many vehicle manufacturers provide a separate recommendation for tire pressure, which is usually found on a sticker inside the driver's door or in the owner's manual. Overinflated tires? They'll make your ride feel like a bump-filled thrill ride, leading to uneven wear and poor traction. Properly inflated tires contribute to safer handling and better fuel efficiency, so it's a win-win all around. On the flip side, if you underinflate them, you might as well wave goodbye to good fuel efficiency. Plus, you're risking a blowout and nobody wants that kind of surprise. It can also lead to uneven tire wear, which may result in a more frequent need for replacements, contributing to increased long-term costs. So, what's the ideal tire pressure? You can find that magic number in your owner's manual or on a sticker inside your driver's side door. It's not just a random figure, it's a carefully determined number by the manufacturer to give you the best balance of handling, braking, fuel economy, and comfort. For most of us, that's really the way to go. So why put this off? Take charge of your safety and wallet. Now let's get straight to the point. Modern air conditioners are far more efficient than you might think. Ever feel like rolling down your windows is the economical move? At highway speeds, guess what? It creates drag. That makes your engine work harder and use more fuel. Surprising, right? Well, using the AC at higher speeds can actually save gas compared to cruising with the windows down. This phenomenon is particularly evident on long drives, where maintaining a steady speed with the AC can optimize fuel usage while ensuring a more comfortable environment. So it's time to toss that window rolling myth aside. And let's not forget about comfort. We've all been there. A scorching day with no AC and your car feels like a sauna. It's miserable. Don't endure that heat. Trust me, having the AC on will make your ride so much more pleasant, and it's worth every bit. Studies show that comfortable passengers tend to be more alert, reducing the chance of accidents during long drives, so the benefits extend beyond mere comfort. Now let's tackle a popular misconception. Filling up your tank in the morning will save you money. It sounds smart, doesn't it? Cooler air means denser fuel, right? But it's actually misleading. Gasoline is stored in underground tanks that maintain a consistent temperature, so whether it's morning, noon, or night, the density stays the same. Moreover, fluctuations in temperature do not have a significant impact on gas prices. The factors determining what you pay at the pump include supply and demand, crude oil prices, and future market trends. The pumps are calibrated to account for this, so it makes no difference when you fill up. Sure, cooler temps might minimize fuel vapors and help the environment a bit, but you won't see any savings. Plus, overfilling can lead to issues. If you top off during cool weather and park in the sun, that gas can expand and spill over. So fill up when it's convenient for you, and let go of that outdated myth. Gas is gas, any time of day. Let's also clear up myth number 14. I don't need antifreeze because I live in a hot climate. Not so fast. Antifreeze does much more than just prevent your engine from freezing. It protects against corrosion and limescale buildup that plain water can't handle. Relying on just water? You're really setting yourself up for problems. The aluminum parts in your engine can pit and corrode without that antifreeze in the mix. Even distilled water isn't the answer. It can cause just as much trouble as tap water over time. Additionally, antifreeze has a higher boiling point than water, which means it can better protect your engine against overheating. Think you're cutting costs? Think again. Before you know it, your cooling system could start to rust and fail, and believe me, the repair bill will far exceed the price of a bottle of antifreeze. Regular maintenance is key to prolonging the life of your vehicle, particularly the engine cooling system, which relies on proper antifreeze levels to operate efficiently. Now, here's something to be wary of. Those enticing free diagnostics for your check engine light at auto parts stores? It's a trap. These services often focus on upselling you on parts rather than actually diagnosing the problem. They plug in a tool, read some error codes, and suddenly they're recommending parts that may not even resolve the underlying issue. Don't be deceived. Make sure you know the real reason behind any car issue before you hand over your hard-earned money. Additionally, remember that improper diagnosis can lead to unnecessary spending. This could mean purchasing parts that aren't needed or skipping over more pressing issues that could worsen if ignored. The aim should always be to ensure that any interventions made are truly necessary and effective. So, let's get real. If you care about your vehicle and your budget, you need to rise above these false notions. Don't let anyone intimidate you into thinking that forgoing antifreeze or skipping a professional diagnosis is the way to go. Take charge, make educated choices, steer clear of the pitfalls, rely on your car manual, and keep your vehicle performing at its best. Now let's discuss those annoying error codes. They show up and stir up anxiety, but don't let them mislead you. Those codes identify a general issue, but they don't provide the complete picture. You might get a code that points to a sensor problem, but it leaves you guessing. Is it defective? Is it filthy? Or is it possibly receiving faulty information from another component? Here's the reality. Auto parts stores are more interested in selling you parts than in figuring out what's wrong with your car. They won't stand behind their diagnosis, and they won't provide the in-depth details. You can't take it personally. It's just the nature of the business. In fact, many modern vehicles come equipped with onboard diagnostics, OBD2, that can offer a wealth of information beyond just the trouble codes. This includes live data and freeze frame data that can aid in understanding how the vehicle was operating at the time of the fault. Understanding this data can empower you to address issues more effectively. Want the straight answer? Consult a professional mechanic. They have the expertise and the right tools to get to the root of the issue. Why take chances? And speaking of risks, let's bust a common myth. Disconnecting the battery cable to test an alternator. That might have worked in the 70s, but those days are long gone. Today's vehicles contain advanced computers and sensitive electronic systems. Disconnecting the battery while the engine is running? That's just asking for trouble. We're talking about dangerous voltage spikes between 25 and 125 volts that could damage your car's computer in an instant. Fixing that could set you back thousands. If your car is from the post-70s era, ditch the guesswork. Invest in a $20 voltmeter. A voltmeter can help you check the alternator's output and monitor battery voltage effectively, giving you peace of mind and potentially saving you from more extensive repairs down the line. It can safely check your alternator's charging voltage in under a minute. No risk involved. Now, let's move on to another prevalent myth. The idea that you don't need to warm up your car in the winter. Sure, let's dive into some car maintenance tips that'll keep your ride smooth and your wallet happy. First off, you might think it's okay to just jump into driving your fuel-injected car right away, but hang on for a second. Starting your engine in the cold can lead to serious wear and tear. When you turn that key, the oil is thick and sluggish. It takes a little while to circulate and really protect your engine. Waiting just 30 to 60 seconds can actually help reduce that wear and tear. Additionally, it's worth mentioning that many modern vehicles are designed to warm up more efficiently when driven gently rather than idling. However, in extremely cold conditions, giving your engine a brief moment to adjust before hitting the road can still be beneficial in maintaining optimal performance. And about those folks who claim warming up your car is just a waste of gas? Don't buy into that. Replacing your engine, or worse, your whole car, is the real issue here. A well-maintained engine can last over a decade, saving you a significant amount of money. So, trust your car manual and make the smart moves. Don't let industry myths scare you into expensive repairs. Take control now to keep your vehicle in prime condition. Let's clear up some misconceptions that could save you a bundle. Before you consider spending on a brand new ride, remember it's much greener to keep your current car running longer rather than sending it off to the junkyard. If you want to prevent engine failure, pay attention to my list of top mistakes drivers make that can wear down their engines, especially as winter approaches. Now let's tackle a big myth: the idea that premium fuel is the way to go. If you think that shelling out for that fancy high-octane gas is going to benefit your car, think again. Premium fuel has an octane rating of 91 or higher, while regular gas is at 87. Sure, high-performance engines need that extra boost to avoid knocking. If your engine isn't built for it, though, you're just throwing money away. You won't get extra power or efficiency, and that whole pitch about a cleaner engine? It's just a marketing trick. All types of gasoline, regular, mid-grade, and premium, contain detergents. If your engine is sluggish, don't waste money at the pump. A proper professional cleaning is what you really need. Ever wonder why oil companies don't outright say that premium fuel enhances performance in regular engines? It's because they know it doesn't work that way. Their marketing plays on the notion that it's a cleaner option to lighten your wallet. If regular gas was as dirty as they claim, we'd see older cars breaking down left and right from clogged fuel lines. But that's not happening, is it? And here's another essential tip. If your AC isn't blowing cold air, don't just toss in some Freon and think you're done. Hold up. Freon is outdated. Remember R12, which got banned back in '87? Now it's all about R134A. Just adding refrigerant isn't always the solution. Many drivers still believe in outdated fuel myths, thinking they need to invest in all these questionable gadgets for better gas mileage. But here's the truth. If your AC system isn't performing, simply adding refrigerant won't solve the problem. These systems are carefully sealed with a specific amount of refrigerant measured to the gram. Overfilling or underfilling can not only affect performance, but also risk damaging your compressor. To recharge your AC the right way, you need the proper gear. Just using something from the store won't cut it. If your AC is completely empty, guess what? There's a leak, and finding and fixing that leak is the first step before adding any refrigerant. It's essential for everything to be functioning properly to ensure your AC cools efficiently. That's why regular maintenance checks are crucial. They can catch small issues before they become major problems, helping you save on costly repairs down the line. Let's shift gears and address the misconception that electric vehicles are worse polluters than gas cars. Some people repeat claims about battery production and lithium mining as if that's the entire story. While it's true that electric vehicles need energy for battery manufacturing, studies show that over their lifespan they actually emit significantly less pollution than traditional gas vehicles. Don't let misinformation steer your decisions. Equip yourself with facts. It's time to keep your car performing well and save money in the process. Trust your car manual, avoid scams, and take control of your vehicle's maintenance. Always consider consulting with a qualified mechanic for any complex repairs to ensure your vehicle stays in top shape. Now let's dig deeper into the environmental impact of gas-powered vehicles. Manufacturing those engines, fuel tanks, and gearboxes generates significant emissions. They consume fuel and release CO2 continuously. But here's the interesting part. An electric vehicle pays off its carbon footprint in just 18 months of regular driving. After that, it runs with zero tailpipe emissions, while gas-powered cars keep polluting for years to come. And let's clear up the fears surrounding lithium mining. The reality is that most lithium comes from salt lakes using processes that are far less harmful than oil drilling. Moreover, advancements in technology are continuously improving the efficiency of lithium extraction, making it more sustainable in the long run. Lithium is abundant in the Earth's crust, and its extraction is much less damaging than the methods used for fossil fuels. When it comes to battery recycling, it's already underway. Lithium isn't the only valuable material. Copper, aluminum, cobalt, and more are also recycled. Additionally, the recycling process not only conserves resources but also reduces the environmental impact associated with mining new materials. Plus, EVs use many of the same materials as gas cars like steel and plastics. So much for that misconception. And finally, let's put to rest the notion that regular tuneups are a must. That belief belongs in the past. Let's dive into a common misconception. Older cars required a lot of regular maintenance. Think spark plugs and ignition tweaks. But today's vehicles? They've got advanced engine control systems that fine-tune everything automatically. Air mix, fuel delivery, and timing adjustments. There's no need to get your hands dirty. And those spark plugs? They're engineered to go for tens of thousands of miles without a hitch. As for fuel filters, they actually do their job each time you fill up. keeping things clean without the need for constant replacement. Now, let's talk about dealerships. Many people believe they're your best bet for repairs. That's a big misunderstanding. Independent shops can be just as skilled and are often equipped with the same high-quality parts as dealerships, usually at lower prices. In fact, many independent mechanics specialize in particular makes and models, offering a level of expertise that rivals that of dealerships. Just because they might not have the flashy signs doesn't mean they can't do an excellent job on your car. Curious about technology? Independent mechanics aren't left behind. They have access to the latest tools, diagnostic software, and VIN scanners, so don't buy into the misconceptions. Trust your car manual and seek out good mechanics to help you keep costs in check. Speaking of costs, do you really think dealership techs have some magical edge over independent technicians? Think again. They all receive similar training and know how to handle modern vehicles, but dealership prices can be sky high. You can get quality service at independent shops, sometimes even better, without emptying your wallet. Seriously, why pay more when you don't have to? Now let's bust another myth. Just put soap on that squealing belt. Seriously? That squealing noise is a sign of trouble. It means the belt is slipping and soap isn't going to fix that. You need to check the tension on that belt. If it's loose, tighten it up. Some vehicle setups might require an adjustable pulley or a loose alternator mount. If the belt is tight but still noisy, it's probably worn out. A slipping belt can overheat and lose its grip. Sure, you can try a quick fix like brake fluid or belt dressing, but that's just a temporary solution. You've got to address the real issue. Let's get straight to it. Car maintenance might sound overwhelming, but it's more straightforward than you think. Each step you take can make a huge difference in your vehicle's performance. So, grab a seat and let's break it down together. First up, let's bust a common myth. Some folks believe that only mechanics can handle car maintenance. Not true. Many basic tasks are easy enough for anyone to tackle with a little guidance. Trust me, you can do this. Now here's a question for you. How often do you really think about your car's oil? It's easy to overlook, but fresh oil is one of the keys to a healthy engine. You don't need to be a car expert to check or change your oil. Think of it like changing the batteries in a remote. Once you know how, it's a piece of cake. In fact, regular oil changes can dramatically improve your vehicle's performance and fuel efficiency, allowing it to run smoothly and effectively for a longer time. And speaking of easy, let's chat about tire pressure. Keeping your tires properly inflated not only improves fuel economy, but also enhances handling and safety. It's as straightforward as checking the air in your bike tires, and it can prevent costly problems down the road. Maintaining the right tire pressure can also extend tire life, helping you avoid premature replacements. All right, here's where it gets interesting. Have you ever thought about how often you should rotate your tires? Rotation helps to ensure even wear so your tires last longer. It's like shifting your weight when you're on a seesaw. Keeping things balanced keeps it functioning smoothly. Generally, it's recommended to rotate your tires every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, but always check your owner's manual for specific guidance. Now, let's get into brake pads. Many drivers think they only have to worry about brakes when they hear squeaking, but waiting for that noise can lead to bigger issues and costlier repairs. Checking your brakes and pads regularly is vital. Think of it as a routine checkup for your car. It's important not just for performance, but for your safety as well. Finally, don't underestimate the power of regular cleaning. A clean car isn't just about looks, it protects your investment. Think of washing your car as giving it a spa day. It keeps it looking fresh and can prevent rust and damage. Regular cleaning can also enhance resale value, making it worth the effort if you plan to sell or trade in your vehicle later. So there you have it. Car maintenance doesn't have to feel daunting. Each simple task can save you money and extend the life of your vehicle. Ready for more tips? Let's keep this conversation going. Let's talk about car maintenance and why it might not be as complicated as you've been led to believe. You know, for years there's been this notion that handling your car's upkeep is an expert-level task, reserved for those with special tools and training. But that's not quite accurate. The truth? Most car maintenance is pretty straightforward. Think about it. Rubber parts wear out, fluids sometimes leak, and those pesky potholes can create real damage. These are the things you need to watch for, not some mysterious electronic issue hiding under the hood. In fact, regular maintenance can often prevent the more complicated and costly repairs down the line. For example, checking your tire pressure regularly can extend the life of your tires and improve fuel efficiency. Similarly, inspecting your brakes not only ensures your safety, but can also save money by avoiding more severe damage if neglected. Keeping a maintenance checklist can also simplify the process. It's a straightforward way to keep track of what needs to be done and when, helping you avoid the rush of a last-minute repair. Sure, today's cars do come with some advanced technology, but that doesn't mean they're prone to constant failure. Your run-of-the-mill repairs often involve changing fluids, replacing worn-out parts, or tightening some bolts. This isn't rocket science. It's time to put away the myths and take charge of your car maintenance journey. Trust yourself and don't forget your owner's manual. It's a great resource that can guide you. Now, let's be honest. If you can swap a phone battery, you can definitely handle some basic car repairs. We're talking about tasks like oil changes, replacing air filters, or switching out spark plugs, simple fixes that can save you a lot of money. Don't let anyone intimidate you into thinking you need a mechanic for every minor issue. There are countless guides and tutorials available online. It seems like the industry wants you to think that maintaining your car is a secretive skill that only the pros can handle. But that's far from the truth. Diagnosing problems has never been easier. Just grab an OBD2 scanner for under $30. You plug it into your car's system, and like magic, you'll know what's going on without dropping cash on some unscrupulous mechanic. Want to learn more? Be sure to check out our video on the 13 car maintenance tips that mechanics don't want you to know. It's loaded with practical advice to help keep your car in great shape and your finances intact. Don't fall victim to the myths. Take control and walk away with the confidence of someone in the know.